What if I told you that the average person lives up to 100 years in a specific island? Well, the island is called Okinawa Island in Japan. And you might think, how do they live that long? Well, let me tell you how they live so long and how you can be like them. Two authors went and studied all about the Okinawan citizens, and as revealed by interviewing over 100 of them, all known for their strong sense of ikigai, a fusion between passion, vocation, mission, profession, and have a long and happy life. This talk will consist a lot of topics that are brought up in the book Ikigai by Hector Garcia, but let's dive deeper to the meaning itself. So, according to the Okinawans, to live with meaning, every day needs to be filled with it. Ikigai, a Japanese theory, combines alive, iki, and worth, gai. In short, it means a reason to live. Dating back to the Heian period 800 years ago, everyone has an ikigai. Some have found their ikigai while some are still in the search. By identifying one's ikigai, it's believed that true happiness can be achieved. Now, in ikigai, there are four crucial pillars, which are what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be rewarded for. To find your ikigai, you need to self-reflect and ask yourself these questions. First step is identifying what you love. Things that give you a sense of passion, a sense of enthusiasm. One of the ways we can find our ikigai is by finding your flow in everything you do. What is a state of flow, you may ask? It's where your full focus and attention is diverted into one activity. Thus, everything around you seems to flow. According to the author, the most happiest people are not those who achieve most, but those who are constantly in the state of flow. So you need to think, what can you do so your state of flow is activated? Next step is to know what you're good at. Things that come easier to you than others, or things that you take more time and effort on to become better. This is one of the factors as to why Okinawans live so long, because they know what they're good at and they pursue it and they don't retire. People may think retirement is common in Japanese, but it's not at all. There's just ikigai. According to the author again, when both our minds and our bodies are always active, our brain also grows. So instead of focusing to earn or save money for an early retirement, learn to focus on building your own dream life while we still have time. Next is to know what the world needs. We feel good when we know we are needed in the community, considering what the world, your school, or workplace needs to have an equal amount of your passion and skills. What can you do so your passion and skills make impact? Lastly, I know some people will say stuff like, oh, but money isn't all that, or money isn't all that important. But let's be real here. We need money to survive, to eat, to drink, and to have a roof over our heads. Without money, we can sacrifice our moments of flow to moments of stress trying to find money. So you need to think, can your skills, passion, and mission become so valuable to make people want to invest their own money to it? Now, if you're still confused as to what an actual example of ikigai is, let me give you an example. Mr. Hayao Miyazaki, an award-winning director from animated studio Ghibli Films. He spends his free time in the studio actively having this state of flow. He's earning money, doing what he loves, and he's giving people what they need, their entertainment. He is truly embracing his ikigai. Now, ikigai is not limited to the Japanese only. It's free to be used and interpreted by everyone in the world and everyone in this room as well. So you might get a hint at what I'm going to say next. How did I find my own ikigai? Well, doing what I love for the sheer joy of it was the first step to finding my ikigai. Having always been inclined to reading, I started by writing stories, poems, and diatribes against the world. Although it felt so natural at first, my states of flow are always related to literature. I've always felt a certain hunger to it, like I needed to get better or I needed to read more. After finding out what my true passion was, I needed to implement it in my life. I started joining schools, clubs, events, competitions, everything related to English and its language. Then, eventually, I got invited to speak here on TEDx. I thought my English wasn't this good enough to be invited here, and I've seen a lot of the videos of TEDx people performing, spreading their ideas and how they move, how they walked, how they talked, and I was mesmerized. I didn't think I was this good enough to be here, but look at me now. I'm talking in front of so many people on a stage. Keren kan? But before all of that, there comes rain as well. When I was a little girl, I didn't have anything much going on about me. I didn't have any interests, skills, hobbies. I was just like a blank canvas. Because I was a little kid, I started following what other people thought about me. I started to follow what they wanted me to look, how I wanted to act, and how I wanted to be perceived. People liked me, but not for the real me. After that, because making something mandatory can cause revulsion, I started rebelling. I threw my grades away. I didn't think too much about school anyways. I started cussing, hanging out with the wrong people, and disobeying my parents. After that, it all became blank. I didn't have anything going on again. I was back to square one. A lot of my family and friends asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Or "What do you want to do after junior high school?" And I kept answering with the same vague answer: "I just don't know." But I think if you're like me, then I totally understand you. However, I believe we keep putting off these answers because we believe we have time, but we waste time on pointless activities that neither exacerbate our flaws or improve us. I saw a change in my day-to-day life after finding my Ikigai. I felt fulfilled and guided, like I was jumping off a train going on the wrong direction, or I was going off a spooky dark lane. I felt like I finally had the right to a happiness of my own. I found my Ikigai. So, in conclusion, to find your Ikigai, you need to leverage your strengths, implement your passion, and make good impact. Your Ikigai will come to your life eventually, and I truly believe that everyone does deserve a good and happy life. And if you don't want to go through the process of hardships or confrontation for it, just know going through those hardships is worth it if it's for your own good. Before I end my TED Talk, I would like to share with you a quote I deeply resonated with from the book. "He who has a why to live for can bear with anyhow." That's it from me. Thank you.